Christmas Caravan is brought to you in part by Hubbard's and the Food Fair Supermarkets, Gittins Healthcare, Sissons Paint, and Bryden and Miners and Ace Hardware.
We're telling you something too. It's actually 30 minutes gone past. Well, it's 10:30 officially. I want to say a special good morning now to our viewers on GBN Channel 7 and Channel 11. Channel 20 if you in cable. And I say a special good morning to my girl Jan, who out of nowhere, she's here and I see with her.
What do you mean out of nowhere? Good morning, Grenada.
If I said out of nowhere, I just saw you appear. That's my storyline and I'm sticking to it. You don't like it, then you come up with your own story. But you better make sure it coincides with mine.
Okay. Yeah. It's Thursday. I promised myself I wasn't going to let any negative energy get to me today. I was going to be like, what do you call it, bulletproof? Everything is just going to fall off. Yeah. So take him this morning. Good morning, folks. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day in the Spice. We had some showers of blessings this morning. Not too much to keep you at home. I know you're planning not to go to work today. It wasn't going to happen.
Jan,
just enough to wet the garden, get the plants growing. It's Christmas coming. We want to make sure we have the veggies, so I'm sure the farmers were very happy. It was just nice consistency this morning. A little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, nice mix. Keep us going.
What you having the
I didn't want to stay home.
What you having the plans?
Or today?
What you having the plans?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Of course. I fast like that.
Yes.
I fast. What's in the flask? Almonds in the flask?
No.
Well, what's in the flask?
Okay, coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
You a coffee drinker?
Sometimes.
Really, Jan?
Sometimes.
Let me see the coffee. Press the coffee. Let me see.
I can't show you.
I'm bad if I want to taste the coffee. Is it black coffee?
Just knowing that it's coffee is not enough.
I mean, people wanted to lie. You ever hear the expression "lying as when horse trotted"? Did your mother ever tell you that when you were growing up? The lying as when horse trotted.
Yes, she didn't tell me, but I know the saying. I know the saying. We had to give Godfrey that one. Last week was real fun with local sayings. Lying as when horse trotted, but yes, that was a good one.
I mean, your parents came up with a way of describing your behavior as children, and wow. And then the older one used to talk about they go highest your Union Jack, highest your Britannia, and lower your Union Jack.
Really?
And they go tie you up in the feet. Yeah, okay. I always remember you and I come from different generations.
Your mom was a pretty interesting lady.
Yeah, I always remember that we come from two different generations.
No. It just goes to show that your mom had a lot to deal with.
Actually, no, I was always the same. I actually stopped.
And she told you all those things about hoisting your Union Jack?
I said I heard. I got to know about it. I remember I had brothers and sisters. I had a sister and I had brothers.
Right.
For me, I stopped getting licked when I was 9 years. I mean, you beat me.
9?
Yes. I was always an angel.
What? I was always wondering, what age do you think is a good age to stop beat children? As we say, we call it corporal punishment. What is a good age to stop?
What?
I have a friend, her son is 16. And so she's short, and he's now, as a teenager, way taller than her.
Right.
And she tells me, I climb on a chair, and I drop 2 belts on him.
She taking chances.
Really?
She has a wonderful son.
Yes.
She has a wonderful son.
She says, I don't care how tall he is, I stand on a chair, and he gets it.
No, my mother used to say, she ain't wilding you. She ain't wilding you. You could run all day. At some point, you ought to come home. Whether you choose to sneak in the back door and you figure because you're going to sleep early, but you know your parents, they go to sleep early, but they wake up in the middle of the night. And the worst thing, Jan, is to get blows while you're
No, but you had to really do something for a parent to sleep and wake and still beat you. I mean, my mom, she was a softie, so normally once you go to sleep...
I didn't hear you.
Good morning, Mama.
All of a sudden...
But no, once she goes to sleep and you get up, it's like... She might just mention, you feel like get off. But you know you did. She's not going to beat you the next day for something that happened the day before.
And it's not going to beat you for something the next day. They may forget today. But all of a sudden, the day they happen to you, say job
for the whole year.
For the whole year. But granted, he says, well, you're nasty. She didn't forget you. You want to kill me? Oh, sweet Lord. It's 25 minutes on the hour. The Caravan is in full swing, folks. And it's always just good every so often just to reflect on life back then.
Yeah.
We always reflect on Christmas back then, how things have changed. I know a lot has changed. I mean, some children these days hardly be getting licks. I mean, I don't know. And I don't have a problem with that because I don't necessarily believe.
But I mean, for my kids, so they don't know licks. That's how I knew licks. I remember as a child, you used to count the days you didn't get licks. I had a cousin similar age, and so sometimes at night when we lie down, it would be like, you realize we didn't get licks today? And it's like, what? That was like a big thing. Today you didn't get licks.
Didn't get licks, yeah?
So I talk a lot. I threaten to beat probably every day. But
Right.
I mean, by now they know it has to be something really, really bad, and maybe I'll tap. But I figure once you talk to children,
They understand.
they understand.
Believe
Sometimes
me.
you just look at them, and like my elder one, I would just look at her and she would say, "Okay, mommy."
But that cutter, as you call it,
Yeah.
it has worked throughout all generations.
Yes.
I mean, let's say you go to a church or one of the, not just home, or you go to a public space, and you know sometimes children you decide to have. But by the time you start, and you get the eye,
Listen,
you know,
my grandfather, he wouldn't tell you stop doing something like more than once. He may tell you once,
right?
and you continue. You just go outside and break a whip.
Study your head.
Once you see that.
We have a caller on the line. Classic, good morning, you alive?
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Janelle.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank God for life and thank God for showers of blessings now and then.
Indeed.
Right. Janelle, I want you. Today is International Men's Day. Be careful because men, they say, and that one what they buy you is triple men.
So hold on. So today's International Men's Day. I'm trying to ratify the thread here. You think Joseph is a man?
I don't know what he is if he's I am.
I can tell you,
Listen, it's a man. You careful now. Joseph, should I be telling you happy International Men's Day?
I am not a man pattern for sure. I am a fully certified, 100% legit man.
Yeah, man, he could have blend you.
Really? Yeah, when they in pot. That's the only time I'm a man good as blend. When they in pot.
Well, they blend
in pot, and that's when man does eat them. Man does eat yam and manico when they in pot.
Okay.
Yeah?
So, Janelle, be careful with him there today. Because he go do all kind of things to get you upset. You know, men does do things to get ladies upset.
No, I ain't taking bait today. And I'm actually treating him nice today. I just organized for his lunch. His lunch is actually on the way in the building as we speak.
Lunch?
Yeah.
While I'm at it, can I have a supplement, please?
Don't push your luck now.
Come on, stew pork? Stew pork for lunch?
No, I'm trying to get him to eat a little healthy. He had pork already for the week. So today he's having some greens and some fish.
With some pork next to it.
No pork for him.
Jan,
he would like to have some pork, but it's not happening.
I don't mind having a problem eating greens, anything.
Right.
I need a little pork next to it. You can give me fish, even if you want to call it fish pork.
Well, it blend in.
It blend in. Easy like that.
They're listening. They've been bad these days too much.
Janelle doesn't make me do it, you know. You notice for the first half an hour was fine. I'm happy you noticed that. The music was mellow, and all of a sudden you hear how kind of cantankerous music started. Janelle.
Spread rumors. Nobody's believing that.
Janelle does it all by herself.
Nobody's believing that.
You don't want them to believe it because, well, we had to say Happy International Men's Day. To those who deserve it, I ain't give it a general. Some of y'all do not deserve it.
It's a fact.
Yeah, I ain't. I always tell people, I do not make any excuse for my gender.
Right.
I don't. If you're bad-minded, you're bad-minded, and I ain't paying you no credence to it. But for those of you like us, me, who understand your God-given responsibility to your family, to society, and by greater extension to the world, Happy International Men's Day to you.
And we have some men that are really making their contribution to this life, making their contribution.
And we have someone, they don't even know if they themselves is alive.
Right.
Well, that is true.
Right.
That is true. That is true. Thanks a lot, Tanti.
Hi, have a blessed
Take care, bye-bye.
All the best. And it is a time, because I was saying to some people, International Men's Day, there must be an awareness, Jan, that at some point, people make excuses, men, and make excuses for not doing because, well, my father didn't. I grew up in a single-parent family. People, my father wasn't there. And John, I'll give you the story.
You did.
No, I don't. I'm honest about it.
But I like the effect it had on you. Instead, it pushed you to be a better daddy. Yeah.
I determined from day one that everything that man wasn't to me, that's what I would be. No excuse. So you didn't have a father. Your father wasn't there. You grew up in a single-parent household. Please. I grew up in a single-parent household where my mother was cooking pork every day. So, John, now you understand. Now you understand. So, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Who can handle it? But seriously, I mean, for those of you men that have accept you're stepping up to the plate, continue. Move to home base. Move from first base to second base to home base. And for those of you still in the dugouts, yeah, or you're probably still up in the pavilions, and you don't even have on your pads to batters yet. Hello. Study yourself. Study yourself. Joe,
seriously. You realize it's already 20 to 11. And I know you have some interviews coming up at 11. And you realize we haven't had a chance to give away anything yet.
Well, we giveaways are going to come. They are going to come. They are going to come one way at the end. What do you want to give away now?
We have a guest who was going to do some giveaways. People have to talk for the holidays. I want to make sure people have their credit. And so I want to do some Digi-Credit giveaway today.
What do you want to do? What do you want to sing?
I find they like to sing, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you want them to do?
I wanted to ask a question. Well, give an answer.
Oh.
Yeah. I like it. Yesterday they catch my boy.
Oh.
Yesterday they catch me, so I gave them an answer. Before I could finish with the answer, the phone was ringing.
But you do it.
And the first caller say I need to leave this thing for God.
But you do that all the time.
Yeah, I give it away. So I spoke to Godfrey, and we decided. He helped me a bit, so I'm hoping it worked.
Okay, let's see.
So this is with Godfrey's help, right?
Let's go.
So the answer is Nature Aid.
Nature Aid.
Yes.
That's the answer.
That's the answer. So what is the question?
So the answer for the morning, folks, is Nature Aid.
Godfrey said, "Nah, Jandy, you can't have the people laughing at you."
What is the question? And I'm thinking.
Listen, he said. He said, warn Joseph, don't be given any clues.
Bob and Day, how you to do with it? I'm just asking. What are you watching me for? This answer Bob and Day. You see, that's you that grew up with these crazy notions in your head about what Bob and Day. You know, all Bob and Day does is just to clean the blood, right?
I don't know.
You don't know that?
No.
No, people have just at least some magical, and all of a sudden, kaboom.
Why, you tried it and it didn't work for you?
Well, to clean my blood? John, my blood strong. John, my blood strong, you know. My blood have me walking, moving like a stallion. Classic good morning in your life.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you, and how are you?
Not bad, and you?
I'm wonderful. So the question is Nature Aid.
The answer is
Nature Aid.
What is the question?
What is the question?
What is the newest brand of vitamins you can find at Gibbons Pharmacy?
I'm not hearing.
Because you don't have any. Hold on, call it. Okay. You have to put on your headphones.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry. Just don't do it again. So what's the question? What's the question?
What is the newest brand of vitamins you can find at Gibbons Pharmacy?
That is a right answer, but not the one we're looking for.
Oh, beep.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Listen.
Hey.
How many Gibbons outlets are there?
3.
You sure?
But the last time I checked,
the one that is in town on Halifax Street, isn't it a part of the corporation?
No. There's Gittins Healthcare on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right? There is Gittins Healthcare in Grenville.
Okay,
so the original one that was the original one. There's 2 separate entities now.
Thank you, love.
Have a great one.
You too.
Nature's Aid is the answer. What is the question?
What is the question? Yeah.
I can remind you
Thanks, Godfrey. I feel vindicated.
Really?
Yeah. I said yesterday, now, so they laugh at me already.
But Jan, I don't know why
they laugh at me early first caller, Joseph.
You do it over and over.
They
should learn. You do it over and over and over. So, Grenada, the answer is Nature's Aid. Nature's Aid. What is
the question?
Yeah,
yes,
I would love to hear what that.
They must be on Google.
That question is. Reminding you, of course, that the Caravan comes to you compliments a few of our corporate partners. You remember to spruce up your life for the holidays with Sissons. Once you spend $300 or more, you're entitled to a gift. If they play, they forget, stop, watch them. Yeah. And then smile, and they are going to remember it. Compliments are wonderful.
And you know what we
folks.
found out last week as well? So the Sissons discount is 10%, and their partners are giving a further discount.
Ooh.
So yeah, so some people are getting up to 20% in some places. I understand lots of discounts. Yeah.
So you need so you know to colorize your life. Yes, and make sure that you use Camille Goddard. Make sure you use. You should see your face. You're like, oh, yeah. But I'm liking that. I mean, it is the place to shop for the holidays. We did say to you folks earlier on that we expected to be joined by our wonderful friend Camille Goddard, the communications officer from the side of the GBT. They have their own Christmas campaign that is on. We spoke about that, John, was it last week? We spoke about that. But she's back this week. She's smiling. She's bouncing. She has her rouge, her mascara. The lighting is hitting her right at the right spot.
And the funny thing is, she's just naturally gorgeous.
She is? How you know that?
I know her.
You know her?
Yeah, naturally gorgeous.
She's like you?
No makeup. I need
Hold on.
I need a little help. It is what it is.
So you said she's not like you? Because I asked her.
She's
and you
not.
said
She's
no.
not. She's naturally gorgeous.
So
Folks, pull up on the TV and you go see for yourself what I'm saying.
Oh my good Lord.
Put on the TV.
Timon, when you're ready, throw up Camille and let John Public decide whether she's naturally gorgeous or whether it's just the appropriate lighting in her office that probably have the way
song
she is.
Beyonce sang, I Woke Up Like This. It was a dedication to Camille.
Well, I didn't even know that.
See, I knew today you'd be like Christopher Columbus. Discovery.
All the years I thought it was directly to with you.
You thought it was about me?
Yeah.
Nah, I just need a little help. You see me?
Right.
You thought I was born with strawberry red lips? Okay.
Right, okay. We want to say good morning to Camille Gordon, and she's the communications officer inside of the duty. Where's Timon? Timon, where art thou? I'm not seeing Camille up on screen. Work with me, my dear boy. But while she's there, let us talk to Camille in the meantime. Good morning, Cams. What's poppin'?
Good morning, Joe and Jan, and all the listeners out there. It is great to be with you guys this morning.
So, folks,
it's good to have you. It's good to have you on the Caravan.
She's on TV now. Do you agree that she's not? For you all bright-eyed fellas for Christmas, she's well spoken for and actually happy. Left her alone, yeah? Unless, of course, Camille, they're interested in one of your Christmas extravaganzas, the loans and everything that you're offering for the holidays. Talk to us about that.
Listen, Joe and Jan, y'all are too much, but I am happy to share what GUT Credit Union is doing for its members this Christmas. We are ensuring that our members have an opportunity to have a brighter Christmas season. And we know that this year has brought a lot of challenges, and we know that a lot of people are looking to have some sense of normalcy, to end the year with a semblance of hope. And so we're giving that opportunity to do that. We have our Christmas promotion running now until the end of January, which will give persons up to $45,000 for whatever needs they may have. So if you're looking to get a used vehicle, if you are looking to spruce up your home, we know these days because people can't really travel much, a lot of people are looking into staycations. That's an option as well. All right, so we have a fantastic offering for our members. And in addition to this, when you receive a loan from the GUT Credit Union during this period, you will be entered into winning some wonderful prizes, monthly giveaways, including grocery vouchers valued at $500 each. And we know Christmas is a time, we want to make sure that we have food in the house, have a lot of different options in case, when we're celebrating and so. So we have 5 people who will be receiving grocery vouchers valued $500 each. That's the end of this month. Then at the end of December, we will have a lucky person winning a staycation for 2. And it doesn't stop there, because we know 2021, when January comes around, and sometimes it can be a bit of a difficult month, right? And so we will again have 5 persons winning the opportunity to have their utility bills paid by GUT Credit Union. Now just imagine that, going through January and not having to worry about your utility bills. And how can you be part of this? Simply come on down to GUT Credit Union and apply for your Christmas loan.
Jan,
Nice.
Jan, you're broke. I know you're broke.
You had to tell the whole nation.
No. Well, actually, Camille just told him that you're broke. Literally, it's you she's speaking to, you, not to me. She's speaking to you.
Oh, you cashy.
I'm loaded.
You cash.
I'm
You loaded.
I'm
Well,
loaded.
it is what it is. Yes, he's right. He's right. So people can top up for the season, even if you have existing loans, and so they can top up to the 45,000 for the season.
That is possible. And what we want to encourage people to do as well is to take advantage of this offer to do consolidations, because you want to go into the new year ensuring that your finances are in a proper way. You know, you may have had plans for this year that you probably didn't get to do, and you're wondering, you know, what's happening. All those plans, you don't have to put them off, but you have to ensure that to enjoy financial freedom, you consolidate. You ensure that, you know, okay, you can get a lower monthly payment, you can get lower interest rate simply by putting your debts together and having them as a consolidation. So that's a great opportunity to get yourself organized and prepared for what you're planning to pursue for 2021.
So Janelle is
Now,
already a
I
member.
do want to talk about something.
No, I was
Yes, Joe. Clearly, I am excited about something else, right?
What's that?
Right.
We are also having what we call our Loan Saturday special.
I was just
And we're
about
very
to ask you
excited
about it. I saw it on social media, and I'm like, what is happening there? I didn't know what it was about. So tell us some more about that one.
Absolutely. So we know that many persons don't have the opportunity to conduct their business during the course of the week.
Right.
And this is becoming even more of a busy season for many, right? And so we at the GUT Credit Union are going to be having a Loan Saturday at our Grand Anse branch, which is located at the Le Marquis Complex, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., starting this Saturday, 21st, and running until Saturday, December the 19th, right? So you can, if you don't have the time during the week, you can come on in to our Grand Anse branch and you can apply for loans, you can apply for membership, you can apply for your debit cards. All of these services will be available to you.
Right.
And you know, we always have to do a little something extra sweet on top of that, right? So in addition to ensuring that these loans that we're offering do not have any loan application or processing fees, so 0 processing fees, 0 application fees on these loans, people who participate in our Loan Saturday also have an opportunity to win some very attractive prizes. We've partnered with Flow, so you can get some upgrades for your Flow telephone. You can get day passes. You can get money off your loan payment for a month. Now imagine that. This is something that can be very helpful.
Right.
You apply for the loan and you can win between $100 and $500 off your loan payment for 1 month. That's extra cash in your pocket again. So it's a wonderful time at GUT Credit Union, and we're looking to really help our members enjoy the end of the year and prepare for the new year as best as possible.
So Camille, Janelle is going to be there. She's an existing member. I'm going to be there. I'm not a member. Tell me, what is it we need collectively? What do we need to qualify to be in to get a loan?
So for our existing members, we encourage you to, and if you're looking for that loan, we encourage you to come in with an updated pay slip and any information you may have about what your plans are. So for instance, if you're looking to get a new vehicle, you may want to get the estimate for that as well. All right. If you are not yet a member of GUT Credit Union, and we know that anyone can become a member of GUT Credit Union, it's not just limited to teachers. All right. You will need to come in with 2 pieces of picture identification. You need to come with a recent copy of your pay slip or job letter. And when I say recent, I mean nothing further than the last 3 months, right? You will need to purchase shares because this is what makes you a member of any credit union. And for GUT Credit Union, that's $300 worth of shares. There is, for joining, a one-off administrative fee of $10. So in total, that's $310. But guess what? If you don't have all that money up front, we are willing to work with you.
Jan, that sounds fair enough.
It's in Joseph's case. Wouldn't you require a police record, maybe?
Yeah.
We don't want people start coming and washing money in the credit union, no. So I think that's
we have systems in place.
Right.
Thank you, Camille.
For questionable characters.
Wonderful.
But Joe, we know that you don't fall in that bracket, and we welcome you.
I know you could vouch for me. Thank you. I always wonder why I kept you as a friend, you know. I keep wondering. Thank you. You were a lifesaver. Jan, that's it. I deleted your number from a
that
phone.
That is it? Oh, thank you, Lord.
I deleted your number from a phone off a WhatsApp. A matter of fact, next to your name I put in 0. Cabs, I know you have to run, and I know, but before you run, there are 2 things I want you to do for me, though. I want you to tell the folks about the hours, your operation hours, and then I want you to put a smile on their face because they're like bad children. Anybody that come on TV, they're in a sense of expectation. What did Auntie Cammy bring? What did Auntie Cammy bring? I told them when you come on, they'll find out. So first, let's talk about the hours of the operation.
All right. So during the course of the week, we are open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our Grandaunt's office is open from 8:30 to 3:30, right? For our Loan Saturday, which starts this Saturday, the 21st, we will be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Great. It's about 4 minutes onto the hour, remaining at the top of the hour. We continue with the program. We have the GDB and our folks from the Department of Cooperative. But before, there is a good deed that GUT is doing on Saturday. But before she leaves, she has another good deed that she has to do. I'm going to keep quiet.
All right, so we're starting our trivia with you guys.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, tell me. I'm excited now.
And so if you're listening right now, we'll have our first question. You can look out every Tuesday and Thursday for our trivia question, where you can win a $100 voucher towards your shares. So if you're an existing member, that's additional shares for you. If you're not yet a member and you're looking to join, that is $100 already put towards your membership in shares. And remember, your shares make you an owner, and also you earn dividends on that share. So that's an investment that you're making there, right? So every Tuesday and Thursday, we have our trivia question with you, Joe and Jan, and we're excited. So you listen out, listen to the ad, follow us on Facebook, and you can visit our website, gutcu.com. You can find us on Instagram as well, and look out for those questions. So our first question for today, what is the maximum amount you can receive under the Brighter Christmas promotion? I would have mentioned that. I know I mentioned that earlier in our discussion. Right? What is the maximum amount you can receive under the current Brighter Christmas?
I was just about to jump in.
No, Jan.
This is not a pool party.
No, it's equal opportunity.
Yeah, not on the.
It's not equal opportunity.
No, not here. Classic. Good morning. You alive?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm good, Josie.
What is the answer to the question?
$45,000.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sure.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
Okay, good. Here's what. Stay on the line. We're gonna take you up. But no, it's not me to verify. Camille, is that the right answer?
That is absolutely correct. We had someone who was paying attention there. Yes, $45,000. Now, I do want to see, now you may be wondering, well, I'm looking to build, I'm looking for a mortgage. I need more than $45,000. All right, don't worry. We have options available for you, right? So we have loans for all provident needs.
Well, they got a lot of options, and right now, GUT is the top one. Jan, your job is to get to the phone. Why you thought you were here?
Only because it's International Men's Day, I wouldn't answer you appropriately. Could you mute my mic so the whole nation don't hear the caller business?
Camille, Jan is going to do her official duties while on the phone. That's why she's here. But of course, I'm just going to give you 30 seconds to make your final appeal as to where Grenada and what is it that their focus should be on for the holiday season.
All right, wonderful. So we at the GUT Credit Union, we're excited about the Christmas season. We have our Christmas promotion running right now, where it is zero loan fees on the Christmas loan, and you have options to win some fantastic prizes. We have our Loan Saturday special. If you want to be guaranteed to see an officer, we encourage that you make an appointment. That can be done by calling us at 440-1354, or even sending us a message on Facebook or Instagram if that's what you prefer.
Well said, my dear. Well said, my dear.
Wonderful.
Jan, what else do you need to know? I know your hair is not as it used to be.
I pay attention. I think we've got it covered, and I'm thinking I'll be seeing the folks at the duty on Saturday. We appreciate that, Camille. Really, we do.
You were so right, Jack. I understand right now. You say you pay attention, but I understand you're so broke right now that you can hardly even do.
That joke is 1970.
But it is the truth.
1970.
That's why you need to go to
Nobody's
GT.
even laughing.
But I don't want you to laugh,
Nobody's
Jan.
even laughing. That was like...
This is serious now. I need you to go to the GT and get yourself a loan. As a matter of fact,
I was going to make arrangements to get a Christmas present for you, but with this behavior...
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
When I get that loan, somebody else is going to benefit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Remember that $2 I lent you the other day?
You want it back?
I want it back. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. And thanks to all the wonderful folks inside of the duty. But you folks, let us continue me on radio and on television. We're expecting our friends from the Department of Cooperatives. Where are you? Get on. You're not where you're supposed to be. And then later on, we'll be chit-chatting with the folks inside of the GDB. We'll take a quick commercial break. Bye, Cams. All the best to you.
Because your vehicle is a necessity, being roadworthy is critical. Hubbard's Motor Department introduces its new tire and battery sales and service outlet located at Building Supplies Compound in Grand Anse, close to the Sugar Mill Roundabout. Available are a wide range of competitively priced tires, maintenance-free batteries, oils and lubricants. Keeping in mind your busy schedule, this outlet is equipped to provide you with fast and reliable service. Simply drive in and you'll be delighted with your service experience. For more information, contact 440-2087. Hubbard's. Quality service. Affordable prices.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Glenwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority. Ace and Napper means getting help when you walk through the door. Ace and Napper is variety and quality at the right price. Ace and Napper has everything you will need for the household, for your lawn and patio. Even the highest quality paints, beautifying your home inside and outside. Just the right building supplies you need. And Napper providing the best in automotive supplies and accessories. The guarantee is we are so much more than a hardware store. Ace and Napper on the Morris Bishop Highway and Cross Street in the city. Ace will always be the helpful place.
Ladies, it's time to slay. Get the look you want with Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply. Now open on Benton Street in Grenville. Braids, extensions, weaves, wigs, and more. All the latest products from the brands you love at one great location. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6. You want it, we got it for all hair types. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply. We are the one-stop hair shop.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know you're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross. Then you happily continue on your journey.
This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
We believe this new virus spreads mostly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when someone who is sick coughs or sneezes. This is similar to how flu and other respiratory illnesses spread. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of people nearby, or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Most person-to-person spread happens when people are in close contact. It's also possible that this virus can spread when someone touches a contaminated surface and then touches the mouth, nose, or eyes.
Boy, long are you up here with, you know. You say you're coming in 2-2s, you know. But what you doing down there, you know? You there down there turning around as foul as one to lay.
No, it's not that. I leave down there early, but I pass in the bank. When I reach in the bank, people like peas. When I leave the bank coming up now, the road tie up.
Typical Grenadian talk.
You want to hear more of this, folks? Join us this Friday at 8 for We Culture. Don't miss it.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
You've spoken. We have heard. Now we're making more time available for your evening primetime shows on K105. From Monday, July 6th, Your Law will air from 6 to 7 p.m. On Tuesdays, Simply Agriculture. And on Wednesdays, join discussions on constitution reform in partnership with Island Media. At 5:55 p.m., we bring you news headlines, a capsule on local, regional, and international events, followed by news at 7 via simulcast with GBN Television. Join Godfrey Augustine for stimulating discussions on Release It from 8 p.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays. GBN's K105.5 and 105.9. We're with you everywhere and anywhere. If you're on the move, catch us online at www.gbn.gd.
Well, folks, as you can see, I talk about Jan. I offered her some good opportunities for the holidays. She understands that GT has you get up to $45,000 inside of GT. She's left, but that's okay. When one door closed, the blessings continue to roll in. It's my wonderful friend inside of GDB. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Good morning. I'm okay. How are you?
I am wonderful. What's happening? What's happening? That you get paid? What are you? You get laughing juice? What's going on with you?
Listen, the thing about it is, I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you, and you're all jolly and bright. It's Christmas season. It's like you're feeling that breeze. I always say Christmas has a breeze. It's in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can see it in you. You're very jolly and bright. You just should be wearing red, although I can see it in your backdrop.
Yeah, that's
Christmas is alive in GBN.
It is alive. I mean, we're trying our best. I mean, most you hear people saying that, yes, we understand that 2020 has been it's been a difficult year. A year loaded with challenges. But for me, you know what I say, Chris? Because of the uncertainty that exists now, and the uncertainty of next year, listen, you have no idea. I say live in the present. You know, live in the moment. I mean, it doesn't mean that you throw caution to the wind, and it has nothing to do with being extravagant for the holidays. But you know what? I'm deciding, you know what? Bad as it is, I'm going to give out, even if it's for for one day, just stop and enjoy everything that 2020 has to offer, and so to Christmas. And we also want to enjoy what GDP has to offer. I mean, you've been giving us a whole lot for 2020, whether those planning to go green. And the other day we were talking about this loan facility for persons. What was it again? 2 weeks ago that we were talking. The week when you traveled, you were off the state. Yes, tell us. You were out of state.
Oh God. Okay. So good morning. I mean, you called on me and I answered your question. Good morning to you. Where is Jan? Did she leave? I heard her.
So she did.
All right. Well, good morning.
She's very jealous, you know. She's very jealous.
Good morning.
She's very jealous.
He had her turn when you went on vacation.
You understand? But first, she's concerned.
There's enough of me to go around. There's enough of me to go around. Good morning to all the listeners. Oh, happy International Men's Day.
Well, I was just about to tell Timon we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back. And let me sort you out offline. Well, thank you, my dear.
No. Happy International Men's Day to you. Happy International Men's Day to all the men, all the gentlemen. We make a big deal out of the holidays that revolve around women. Women's Day, Mother's Day, that kind of thing, Valentine's Day. But we do have to say sometimes the men get left out. So this morning I want to say Happy International Men's Day to all the men of the nation and internationally.
Can you please qualify it? You said it right the first time. To all the gentlemen. I am not going to give any honor to those who are not deserving of it. So the gentlemen are those in society that have accepted their role and responsibility. You're minding your child, you are starting with that. And you're doing what you have to do to be a good part of growing our society. Happy International Men's Day to us For everybody else, you have a year to think about whether or not you will be acknowledged.
And I mean, Joseph said it. I have nothing to say on this because you did it all.
There's nothing else to say. But let's talk. Everybody's offering something for the holidays. We're not showing anything specific, but outside of those special Christmas offerings, there's always something that GDB has to say or to offer to the general public. I know that with all my heart.
Well, you started off with the loan program you spoke about. You said the one when I traveled.
Yeah, and not just travel, you're out of state. You're out of state. You're overseas.
And the one that you're speaking of there, that would be G Cruise.
Yes.
Yes, right. So the G Cruise, it is a project. It is a project. There are a number of partners that's responsible for the G Cruise project. We're looking at the government of Grenada. We're looking at the Green Climate Fund and the GIZ, which is the German Corporation for German Agency for International Cooperation. So the G Cruise project, it is not a project of the GDB, but of those three parties that I mentioned earlier. And there are a number of people or organizations who have a role to play in that project. So the G Cruise project is a 6-year project. It launched, I want to say February of this year. So it may have been late February or early March, right before the COVID shutdown and everything like that.
Right.
And the G Cruise means climate resilience in Grenada's water sector. So G for Grenada, C for climate, R for resilience, yes, in the water sector. So everything to do with that project would resolve around ensuring resiliency or resilience in the water sector. So NAWASA has a part to play in that. NAWASA will be doing a very big project that, and I see you drinking your water now. I mean, that was right on cue.
Right on cue.
So NAWASA would have a role to play in that. And Grenada Development Bank, of course, we have a role to play in that. So our role would be the Challenge Fund. The Challenge Fund speaks to the challenge which we have said is water, or the inefficiency thereof.
Right.
So our role within the G Cruise project is to administer the Challenge Fund. So the Challenge Fund is a fund that has been designed for agriculture and tourism, which are sectors that use a lot of water.
Right.
In agriculture, from watering the plants, your animals, it's a lot of water. Tourism, specifically accommodation, it's a lot of water. You've got big hotels. You've got a lot of people coming in. You cook a lot in your restaurants. You've got a lot of dining-in guests and even the takeout guests. Right. So there's a lot of water that are being used in the agriculture and the tourism sector. So what the program will do is provide a particular percentage of grant financing to those two sectors so that they can undertake water efficiency projects.
Right.
So for farming, we're looking at rainwater harvesting, smart irrigation, such as, let's call it drip irrigation, for example. So instead of we have the sprinklers spraying the water all over for an hour, you've got the drip irrigation, drip, drip. That is one measure of water efficiency or management. So the plants can get the water that they need just in a more efficient manner. We're looking at shade houses. We're looking at aquaponics or hydroponics. Some people call it both. I'm not sure whether they are the same or different. So these are the things that we're looking at in the agriculture sector.
Right. So that is specific to that. So we had a conversation about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that project is ongoing. Added to that, though, I know at the GDB you're focused a lot in 2020 on the whole conversation, and we started it about 3 weeks ago. Resilience, building capacity. How do we improve our lives? We talk about the availability or non-availability of water. Very often we determine that water is an unending resource, but in recent times we notice there's a challenge to that. How do we build resistance, building capacity? And you folks at the GDB, you've been assisting, of course, through information, building your knowledge, people's knowledge base, but certainly you may have a special project you want to get involved in that speaks directly to that. Let's remind our listeners and viewers what's available for them at the GDB for that.
For green energy, we're dealing with water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're moving away from the tourism and the agriculture sector, which speaks to G Cruise.
Right.
All right, so we've got 1, 2, probably about 2 or 3 loan opportunities for that, which, by the way, will be our focus for the Christmas. Joseph, we're not ready for that.
You got the cat into the bag. I was only referring to conversations that we've had prior. I didn't know that.
No, but we do have. You are correct when you say that we've been very vocal and we've been pushing the resilience angle because it is important. So we have presently, outside of Christmas, a loan product that speaks specifically to resilience, not just water-wise, but energy-wise. And we can easily say, Joe, that water is energy.
True.
So when we were speaking about energy, we're looking at energy efficiency, and then we're looking at renewable energy. So that product is a product that is, again, in collaboration with the government of Grenada and 5Cs.
Who is 5Cs?
5Cs mean, all right, 5, let me get that. CARICOM. Actually, it's Caribbean Community, which is CARICOM.
Right.
So, Caribbean Community Climate Change Center.
Okay. 5Cs.
Right. Caribbean Community means CARICOM. CARICOM means Caribbean, right? So, altogether, we've got 5 Cs here.
Right.
So, that product it means that anybody, homeowners, as well as business owners, can receive financing for an energy efficiency project or a renewable energy project at home or for your business.
Right.
The possibilities for renewable energy and energy efficiency projects are endless. So we're looking at lighting, which is a big one. So you can replace the incandescents and the fluorescent lighting with LEDs. We're looking at cooling equipment. Look at your window units. You can do inverter, what is the word I'm looking for here? You can use efficient central air conditioning.
Right.
Joseph, sometimes you go into a business place, you open the door and the AC hits you.
Yes. Where I'm at,
sometimes,
by me, I call it Cambodia. You're locked away and like just bad things happening to you there.
Right. Sometimes there is the automatic door open close. And maybe sometimes somebody stand a little too close to the door, so it opens. And then you have that opening and closing a number of times within a minute or 5 minutes. And the AC just goes out, it goes out, it goes out. Yeah. So there's a way to fix that.
Tell us.
I don't know.
There is a way to fix it, and I guess the experts they can speak that. see that. I don't know. I didn't see that response from half.
I know you didn't see that response coming. But in all honesty, you're looking at cooling insulation.
Right.
Yes? Sometimes, and Joe, it is little things like this that we don't even recognize. Sometimes your windows, maybe they're not shut properly. Maybe there's a little space between the window sill and the window itself. So you can, maybe some people notice and they will push like a little cloth or something in between there so that they can keep the cool air in and the warm air out. So these are the things that the project can offer you, that particular product.
What
an audit can, okay, go on.
No, go on. You said about audit. Get the audit part out of it.
The audit, yes. So, just how you would do an audit financially, looking at your finances, where your money is being spent, what's happening. Right. You can also do that with your energy consumption. So there are energy auditors who can come into your organization or your house for that matter and look, and they can say, well, Joe, your AC is your biggest energy consumer.
Right.
And then you may say to yourself, okay, now I need to switch from the ordinary AC into a green or an energy saving AC. Or maybe I need to have a centralized AC instead of an AC in every room or every office if you're looking at corporate places.
And that I'm agreed. And folks, don't look at this as rocket science. You're in your office right now, just look around. I mean, most of us, depend on the size of the space, you have about 3 or 2 different units in there. So it is something that is practical. Those at home, though, because a lot of people, they might be saying, well, that's not my job. My boss could pay for that, but it doesn't apply to me. More and more, Chris, you're noticing persons are finding reasons to install air-conditioned units at their home. It is much warmer now. Thanks to climate change, thank you very much. You've done a great job for some establishments, right? But persons are finding the heat unbearable. You purchase a unit at home for whatever reason, even if it may just be for your bedroom. But the point that you are making is that audit available for you as a residential consumer, and how does it play out?
Well, you're speaking about the loan products?
Yes.
It is always available, and do remember, actually I probably should put that out there, we do offer mortgage loans. So when you are designing your home, you can design your home however it is you like. Our mortgage loan takes into consideration furnishing, lighting, all of these things. So if it is outside of that product, that speaks to energy efficiency and renewable energy for home and office or corporate places, you can do that when you build your house, or when you are refurbishing your house, or when you are renovating your house. It is available under our mortgage loan products. And in all honesty, our loans officers love this. They are allowed. We do offer, let me see, how do I want to put it? Special interest rates for people who are going the green route with their houses.
When you on that, because you asked, and I'm thinking the conversation has to start, especially for persons that are going for a mortgage loan. And I'm assuming that GDB, you would have to steer them in the right direction. So in terms of conservation, you probably may want to consider now solar, or you probably may want to consider glass. And people are thinking, but I can't afford that. It may not necessarily mean that you have to have glass throughout the house, but maybe based on the design and where the sunlight comes in from, you may decide, you know what? Instead of having these massive walls that makes your house look so much reduced in space, maybe I could not have a wall here and put a glass, towards that. That's a conversation.
There's an actual glass. I can't remember the name as is, but it it is something along the line of double pane. That may not be the correct name, but the purpose of that glass is to keep a lot of the heat out, let the light in, so it kind of keep the room a little warmer as opposed to hotter. So that is an angle that you can explore. The PV panels, the solar water heaters are also angles that you can explore. Our loan officers in here, they do have that conversation with you. How about this? Have you considered this? Do you know that this is a possibility? Have you heard of the energy saving stickers? When you're buying your appliances, don't just buy the cheapest fridge or the one that looks the prettiest. Look for the one with the little stickers with the A's and the B's and the pretty colors. They show you how much energy that particular appliance uses. Don't just decide, listen, it is too expensive. One of the drawbacks that we're noticing with the green uptake is the initial cost. And this is something that you can't deny. If we're speaking honestly, we can't deny, and I like to use the example of a bulb because it seems so simple. But in actuality, you sit and you think about it and you realize how not so simple it is, because there's a bigger picture. So an LED bulb may cost $16 versus an incandescent or a fluorescent bulb, which
$6.95.
$6.90. Oh, you know that one very well. So there's almost a $10 difference there.
Right. However,
how often do you change one of those fluorescents? 6 months?
Every 3, maybe 6 months maximum.
6 months maximum. How often do you change an LED?
Right. And I think that's what has it. It also takes us to the point that there need to be a shift in how we think, how we culture the thing. And so maybe what we need to start seeing is not an expense, but we see it as an investment. It's an investment that you're making. It's an investment.
So this is the cost factor when coming to the changing of the bulbs. Now we move on to another cost factor, which is how much energy does either of the bulb use?
Right.
So you're looking at how much LED, how much fluorescent. LED is actually very low on the amount of energy that it uses. And the bulbs are very bright.
They are very bright, yes.
They're very bright.
No arguments on that.
Yes. The amount of energy the bulb uses equates the amount of money that you pay.
Correct.
For your energy, for electricity, which is energy. So, yes, you may pay $16
but in the medium to long term.
But you don't have to change that bulb until 12 years' time.
Right.
So calculate the $6.95 every 6 months for 12 years and probably more.
Right.
And then calculate the amount of energy cost in your electricity bill with an incandescent or fluorescent bulb versus the same amount of energy, or most of the times less. Look at your bill.
The $16 is worth it.
The $16 is worth it.
It is in fact worth it. And while we add the whole conversation about lighting and energy and incandescent versus LED, Christmas is literally here, and everybody is going to be
putting up their lights, blinky lights.
And I've noticed it in more recent times, though, Chris, that a lot of individuals, even me, listen. I put none that for 2 hours and take it off. Years ago, I dead serious. I dead serious. I just like a judge. No mind us smiling. I always smile. I'm serious. the light goes on around 9. Listen to me. I put in my alarm. 12 o'clock, you going off. I ain't going to sleep with that light bulb running. But
it is true. But I have noticed it, and what else I've noticed, not just that they're on for a shorter period, but also that they're not on at all. Some people do not even they don't do the decorations. They don't put up the lights, period. I remember I used to love to drive around.
Yes. Just to see the decors and everything.
I know, but over the past couple of years, I would still do the drive around, but the amount of lights that you're seeing
significantly reduced.
It's significantly reduced.
But there is a way to fix that, you know.
LED bulbs.
LED bulbs, folks. LED bulbs. And of course, as we've been talking about all our partners, if you go to Ace, for instance, yesterday I was inside of Ace and we were having the very same conversation. LED lighting. And reminding you to and the whole issue of lighting as well, and the conversation of home security. When you go to purchase your bulbs, keep in mind, ask yourself the question, is it for indoor or outdoor? And it's a very critical conversation that you want to have. Do not go and purchase bulbs intended for inside and then get a bright idea. Let me put some on the veranda outside now. I like my veranda. Seriously, folks. So while you may still want to enjoy the luxury of some of the most sentimental areas of Christmas, the lighting, the Christmas tree and all of that, we know there's an economic factor, but as Chris and I are saying, LED is the way to go, and you can get your light bulbs. They come in LED.
Bulbs. Trust me, LED bulbs. And we have to be honest, you know, there are those rooms or light bulbs that we don't use it very often. Yes.
True.
So some bulbs are going to last longer than others.
Right.
So whereas one LED bulb may last you 10, 12 years, that one that's not in use very often may go for 20 years.
True.
So I mean, many of us were probably, let us say that we're young, we're probably 30 years old, we're just building our houses, whatever the case may be, and we were to live for altogether 60 years, you may change bulbs twice.
That's an investment.
I mean,
it's an investment that makes you go, wow, I didn't realize, but certainly is a way that you actually need to go. And while you're on the issue of saving, folks, I mean, we talk about GDB, the loans that they offer, but also at the end of the day, when you come to GDBs, the intention is, because you always say that, it's about development, taking an individual from one position to another. While you're going through, you might be going through a loan, GDB sits with you and find ways and means to help you to address some of your economic challenges. One of the things you may want to do for the holidays, folks, listen to me. You have 1 million bulbs inside your house. The living room have 2. The kitchen have how many? You could probably start, Chris, and I do that. You put on the light, let's say, in the passage in the middle of the house, based on how your house is designed. But your bedroom lights are on anyway. Either side. Leave it off until you're ready to go to sleep, or just leave the one in the bedroom on, take out the one in the middle.
Leave it off. And that is true. When you're leaving the house, take a last look.
Yes.
Take the lights off. Take the transformer off. And at the mention of transformer, Joseph, transformer is another one that kills.
There. Listen to me.
You're guilty of that.
Listen to me. I have my own sad economic tales about transformers. Until a couple of years ago, on the morning here in GBN, and we were speaking with Prudence Greenwich. And Prudence was like, listen to me, I bought a 3,000 watts transformer years ago, since last kind of time. Yeah? And what I paid for it now, I know it's triple time the cost. When I plug that transformer in, it literally goes zoom.
Yes, you hear it.
You hear it. But I was comfortable because it allowed me to plug everything on it. 3,000 watts. Listen to me. It was sufficient enough. But Chris, my light bill started to go,
It started to go zoom, just like your transformer.
Just like the transformer. And I kept wondering, what in sweet heavens, where is that light bill going? But here, Chris, here's what happened. So I decided, you know what? She mentioned, take off the transformer. Girl, my partner was building. And he said, Joe, lend me a transformer. Chris, I lent him.
You never take it back.
I never take it back. I said, you want to.
Listen, transformer, I don't think that we properly, truly understand what transformers does. Transformers, the word in itself it's self-explanatory. It transforms one version of electricity to another. So, if you can do without a transformer, do without the transformer. If you can't, then it is advisable that you put it on a breaker by itself.
Correct.
And you switch off the breaker when not in use. Joe, I was home one day last week and I heard, good morning, and I looked out the window and it was the meter reader from Grand Lake. And he said, I'm happy that there is someone home today because I have to say how pleased I am with your plans. It's looking good and whatnot, but I have one problem with this house.
What's that?
I said, what are you talking about? Your current bill is too low.
He wants to satisfy his own economic interest at the end of the day.
No, but so he said, you don't have transformers here? I said, oh yes, we've got the big 3000 one all through the house.
Right.
And then we've got a smaller one for the TV. He said, this is the reading I'm getting on your bill today. So it means that your bill is going to be this amount, not even $100. He said, I find I have a problem with this house. And I said, sir, regardless of what my bill said, are you still getting paid?
Well,
he said, so you're one of those smart customers, huh?
No, you have to, because, I mean, the truth is, Chris, 2020 was difficult as it is. COVID or no COVID next year, vaccine around the corner. The reality is that the next 2-3 years, industries that have been lost is going to take a while. Tourism is going to take a while to actually kick back in. A lot of the small businesses that is forced to close. You mean you took 20 years? You've been there. It will take you literally. You don't want to get off the ground. So, folks, you have to start thinking smart for 2021. How can I save an extra dollar? And why are we talking about thinking smart? Because we ran out of time, though. An education loan, Chris, is always a good way for those who could afford it. Thinking smart, thinking forward for when the economy takes off again. You want to position yourself to be able to take advantage of it.
And one of the trends that we've been noticing regarding education and studying is the fact that many people are doing it online. Everything is available right in the palm of your hands, at your fingertip. You can get an entire university education just sitting like I am right now.
That is true.
And we have a product that is specifically geared towards the work-study people. So if it is that you're working and you intend to study, but you would be keeping your full-time job, you can take advantage of our work-study loan. You can receive a maximum of $25,000 unsecured. So we're not asking you to do anything. There's no need to sign up for your house or your piece of land or your vehicle to the bank.
Okay,
up to $25,000, you can comfortably get a master's degree or a couple of courses from a bachelor degree.
Right.
And you can do that without traveling, because we know the stigma now that is associated with traveling. There are people who had thought they were going to go study in January. That's not going to happen anymore. You know, we know that SGU is going to remain online for the unforeseeable future. So many people are not working. They've lost their jobs or they've been laid off or whatever the case may be. Now is a good time Yes, and with the work study loan, I know that I mentioned that it is for work. It is for people who are employed, but as a parent, you can access that particular loan for your child, or as a spouse, you can access it for your husband or your wife. Yes, so if it is that you're at home, if you're in the hotel industry, for example, we know that a lot of the hotels are maybe closed still or probably using less labor, operating on skeletal staff. You can use this opportunity. Do a short-term course, maybe a 6 months or 1 month, some certificates or diploma, something like that.
It indeed adds up, and what adds up is having a good working relationship with the wonderful folks inside of GDB. As the name suggests, it is all about development. So whatever loans they have, whatever programs that they offer you, is about taking you from one economic scale to another. They, of course, would be an investment required, but as with everything else in life, there's a sacrifice that has to be made. It is called in economics the opportunity cost. So that which I have to give up in order to obtain the next best alternative, which would be a bigger pay. 15 minutes on to the hour, folks. The midday edition is on its way. It's a production of our News and Current Affairs Department, and certainly you want to prepare for that. Chris, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Remind folks how they get a hold of you, whether it's through traditional telephone lines or other new modern methods that is available.
All of it, Joe. All of it. We are on Facebook, Grenada Development Bank. We are on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 405-3242. We do use traditional telephones, 440-2382. We do have a physical location, which again is traditional.
Yes.
We are located on Melville Street, right upstairs, Shoes R Us.
They're probably happy for that plug in there right there. When you get your loan, go downstairs and buy a pair of shoes, because you need it to go to work anyway.
But I was about to say you need the shoes to go to work.
When you get after you've gotten your masters and you get your new fancy office, hello, you have to spruce. I like a flip-flopping going in there. Seriously, you need to do better than that. Anyway,
you need the bag. There's also they've got those nice work bags in there, so you need the shoes and the bag to match. One-stop shop.
I know, we know that. Thanks a lot, Chris. Thanks to all the wonderful folks inside of GDB. We're giving you a million reasons why, and I get the sense, Chris, that there's something more that we have to talk about as we draw closer to the holidays. I noticed you did quite a great job, according to them old people, in mashing your mouth. Keep not sure getting the cat out of the back. Thanks
all in good time. All in good time.
All in good time. Thanks a lot, my dear. You take care.
You too. Thank you for having me.
That is on television. This is where I say my goodbyes to you. It was a pleasure being here with you as per usual. I'll be back with you on television. We'll learn on radio as well tomorrow. The Caravan tomorrow, I'll be outside though. So Janet's going to be in studio and I will be up Grenville. Short pants, bobby socks and straw hat. Here comes Father Santa. Anyway, folks, it's always a pleasure being here with you. JC loves you. I always say to you, live life, love life, treat each day as if it's your last day on planet Earth. And if to you sleep, you wake up and realize you are still here. You first give God thanks and praise, and you start doing this all over again. I remind you, be good to the people you meet up life's ladder, because I can assure you, on your way down in what you call free fall, yeah, you do meet them. Yeah, do what you have to do. So goodbye to those of you in radio. For those of you in television, on radio, goodbye on TV. On radio, we have a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. The midday edition comes up at the top of the hour.
Because your vehicle is a necessity, being roadworthy is critical. Hubbard's Motor Department introduces its new tire and battery sales and service outlet located at Building Supplies Compound in Grand Anse, close to the Sugar Mill Roundabout. Available are a wide range of competitively priced tires, maintenance-free batteries, oils and lubricants. Keeping in mind your busy schedule, this outlet is equipped to provide you with fast and reliable service. Simply drive in and you'll be delighted with your service experience. For For more information, contact 440-2087. Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Ladies, it's time to slay. Get the look you want with Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply. Now open on Benton Street in Grenville. Braids, extensions, weaves, wigs, and more. All the latest products from the brands you love at one great location. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6. You want it, we got it for all hair types. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply. We are the one-stop hair shop.